I mean, I guess we can kind of talk about Spider-Man 2 since that was like the big thing that they showed there.
Crowning jewel of this entire event.
Yeah, that and Phantom Blade. That's pretty much it.
Alan Wake 2 for me as well, because just it finally has gameplay. It finally, and I got a date for it. So
Yeah, we'll touch on that in a second. So Spider-Man, because I know you have something to say about Spider-Man.
oh my god, Insomniac cannot do wrong. I don't give a damn anymore. I'll say it right now. They are the only studio right now that knows what they're doing, that can handle multiple projects and be like, okay, here's a glimpse. And then when they're ready, when they're good and ready to show something, they show something like this. The fact of the matter is they're using it looks like they're using the lighting from Rift Apart and just have expanded on it. And also, it looks like New York is completely expanded from just the
Good.
city because we're in Queens now. And I'm like, okay, New York must be open, completely open now, which is a great thing. This is one of the problems I had with the first game. And also, the fact that, oh my god, just uh thank you, just thank y'all, because you know what, the fact that y'all have made an effort to really like to really make Peter distinguishable from his actual normal move set, from how he used to be to now. Okay, he has a symbiote. He sounds like an angry ass Sasuke now.
Yup, it sounds like
It makes,
Sasuke.
it makes sense. It makes
Sounds
sense,
even
and
more
also
like
I have
Sasuke.
or it's like, okay, that's good because it's Yuri Lowenthal, so it makes sense. The symbiote's taking over, and also it has some real prototype vibes when it comes to them fighting because the tendrils and all that. I'm like, oh, they tap in the web of shadows with this just from like how
Yeah, funny
he's
you
like
mentioned
going at
prototype. That
it.
was the first thing that I thought of when I saw the tendrils and stuff.
Because I'm like, you know what? This is a mix of both prototype and Web of Shadows because they must have been taking the criticisms to heart when they said like, okay, we need to play Web Shadows. We need to take some inspiration from that because I believe, and I could be wrong on this, but Web of Shadows until now has been the only one to actually introduce the tendrils like this, where it's just like you can see it in this move set, and it's like, okay. And if this just a glimpse, oh my god, dude! Just oh my god!
The only thing
And
I'm disappointed in is like
right,
I really I wanted Miles Morales to get the black
yeah, that
suit
was your thing. That was your thing.
just to do something different, and then have Peter, have I guess this friction between them with him like I guess losing control with the black suit and everything. That would have been cool, but I guess they gave it to Peter since Peter is the main Spider-Man.
Here's the thing: who's to say that won't happen? Who's
What
to say
like
that won't
the
happen?
I guess the symbiote would just like get off of him and then go on the mouse.
Yeah, who's to say that can't happen?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you never know. And it's just a glimpse of like, oh, okay, okay. I like the fact that Miles has web wings now because I'm like, oh, wait a minute, he has the daggone the web
Yeah,
shit.
he's able to glide in the sky and everything. I thought that was cool.
The loading time seems so much faster now in comparison to like the remastered version of the PS4 game. It's the fact that I am so glad that I know I'm saying the fact a lot, but I'm glad that this is specifically coming to PS5, the current console right now.
Yeah,
This
thank
isn't
God it's
cross.
not cross gen.
This isn't cross gen. Thank God, so they can like really push the limit of the daggone system like they did with Rift Apart. Rift Apart, I feel like was like, okay, this is what we can do with this system, but with this is like a step up from that, just from what I've seen so far. The lighting, the fighting, everything that they've shown so far with this alone. Even Miles' lightning. I'm like, did he upgrade his lightning or some shit? Why is this man out here having Chidori and shit now? He got Chidori lighting in his daggone lightning now. It was yellow. His Venom lightning was yellow, and it was blue. I'm like, huh. Now either he upgraded it or something. Enough time has passed where he's like used to this now. I don't know. Just an observation I saw.
I'm just happy to see Craven. I know you were probably looking to see Venom, but then again, we got the black suit, so.
I was
I'm
geeking
just
out
happy to see
about I was
Kraven.
big geeking out about Craven on Twitter. So yeah, I was actually really excited to see him. Once I saw him, I'm like, oh.
This is gonna be the only chance we gonna get to see Craven done right.
Probably the last time, probably.
Yep, because Sony's gonna screw him up in live action.
And Genki, I don't think this is even touched on enough because Genki is the man in the chair, and it's like now he's the man in the chair who actually can do something behind the chair now. He's taking over one of their bots. I'm like, huh. So he's actually going to be doing a lot more than what he was doing in Miles's game now. That's good. They're elevating these characters. I like this. Other than that, it's just business as usual. This is already a lock. This was just a taste. And what I really want to know is Venom going to be an unlockable character at the end of this thing? Are we going to have access to the black suit after the game's over? This is what the questions that I have now. You've already sold me on it.
So what I read, and I don't, after how this showcase, played out, I can't even trust these like little leaks and rumors online. But I read somewhere somebody claimed that they talked to Yuri, they talked to the guy that does the voice of Venom, and they were saying how it's basically like part of the game. I guess it's gonna be like very scary at some points.
Good.
Always have like horror elements to it. I say
again,
take it with a grain of salt, but if that's true, that's gonna be cool.
Again, this is one of the things that we talked on the last time we talked about this. It's like to have horror elements and not like, oh, Venom dopey stupid is a dopey stupid alien that he is really known for. Yeah, and I get it. Some of his comics.
Excuse me. Oh
wow. Some of his comics have him be a fucking goof, but it's like what the Tom Hardy movies have done have not helped him at all. He's not menacing, and this I feel like is gonna be like, oh yeah, this dude can be fucking scary.
Like he's supposed to be.
Yes, exactly. We're supposed to dread the fact that how much power this thing has.
Yep.
Not be embracing the stupidness and all this other nonsense that the Venom movies have done. God, I hate it.
Like the only thing to like about that is like Tom Hardy's voice. That's it. The voice he does in Venom.
Oh my god.
Ordy. Let me stop. But
No. No. Honestly, if this is heading to where I think it's heading, and I don't know if Carnage comes down the line or something, I want something like a Monster Ox situation from Spider-Man 2000, where it's like at the end of the game, you can't fight this thing. You have to run from his ass. That thing gave me nightmares, man. Monster Ox gave me nightmares. I want something like that again. I want something like that.
So I'm trying to think, did they have Eddie Brock in the first one at all? Because it's been a while.
No, I think he was mentioned. Because
if Harry's supposed to be Venom in this version, if that's the route they're going to take, then I'm guessing maybe Eddie's gonna be Carnage if they plan to do him. That's just my guess.
Not out of the realm of possibility.
It is kind of sad, though. I will say that, like, I know a lot of people were looking forward to possibly having co-op, and they confirmed it's not gonna be co-op. But they did. Oh man, excuse me. Oh my god, I'm doing a lot of burping. But they did. They did do the whole character switching thing that you that you were talking about last time.
Hmm.
You was like they should take notes from GTA and have the character switching. So they did that during the gameplay. So hopefully you'll be able to do that at any time. That'd be cool.
Honestly, like, and with how fluent what we've seen so far, just the switch between Peter and Miles. If it's gonna be like that, all for it. It was just like it was like no interruption. It was barely any loading.
Yep, it like shoot all these games should be running without loading screens and at the highest frame rate, especially
Yeah,
if it's not
exactly.
cross
Which is
gen.
something that I'm not dealing with right now. Jedi Survivor.
Yep.
God, just maybe another time. No. Another time. Continue. I'm not.
Okay, so you got anything else you want to say about Spider-Man 2 before we move on?
You already know, man. I can't wait for this daggone thing. I just
Yeah,
need a
this
date.
one's a lock.
This one was already a lock just from the announcement alone. I want to know how did Peter end up getting it? I did not expect him to just jump out of the daggone basement with it on. I'm like, wait a minute. I geeked out. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna front about it. That was the only thing that gave me a legitimate like geek out moment. I'm like, he has it. He fucking has it.
I was just like, man, knowing me, I was just freaked out about Craven. Cause like I don't remember ever being able to fight Craven in a video game before. Maybe I'm wrong.
I will. You know
But I don't
what?
remember.
I will. This is actually true, by the way. He was in a Spider-Man game. It just wasn't in our version, which was the PS2 version. It was the movie game, but he was in the Xbox version.
What?
I'm serious.
What type of stuff is that?
Yeah, they locked him. They locked him because of console exclusivity. So yeah, Craven was a fight in the movie game way back when in 2000. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fought Craven at one point, but it was in the Xbox version. Fought him in the
Oh yeah,
daggone too.
dang.
Had a
So
daggone snake pit and
I never
everything.
knew of that. Cause I
Had
remember
it.
the PS1 game had like Rhino and Lizard and some other ones.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
2000.
just want them like for all the villains that they have in here. I just want it to be new people we haven't fought before, really.
I mean, it makes sense because Spider-Man has enough of a rogues gallery for it, and
Yeah,
we're
just like
dealing with
last time they had what's his name, Mr. Negative or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knew who knew who Mr. Negative was until this game. I didn't. I'm like, who the hell is this?
I know I didn't.
So it's like even the obscure villains that no one knows because again, admittedly I don't read the comics, but I know how shit they are right now because I get recommendations for videos showing me how ass Marvel is at writing stuff now. So yeah, they're not doing a good job writing Peter wise these days, man.
Man, some of the stuff I'm gonna save it, but like some of that stuff, man, it's just not very good.
How you gonna keep dogging this man, the MJ like this? It just like God. I hope never to see the daggone MJ section in this game. I know that.
Yeah,
I know that. Y'all better not.
That
Don't
Mary
do it.
Jane stuff that's gone. That better not be in there.
No, I'm serious. Because just like if you took the criticisms from the last game and you've improved what I'm seeing so far, even the HUD when the symbiote's on Peter was black. I'm like, wait a minute, it's black. That was just a little touch. I'm like, okay, that's a good little touch.
One
right
thing
there.
I can
And
see them doing though is maybe you have some type of missions or some type of little side activities to where you have to basically take control of Genki's drone. I can see them doing something like that.
that would make a little bit more sense. Nothing MJ wise, please. Just I cannot do it, man. I can't do this again.
Yeah, well, okay, so I guess we can move on from that.